Zero coming back at you with another Shadowrun Hong Kong stream. Hold on, I gotta use the restroom. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Had to use the restroom. The thug taps his earpiece, gestures with his head. Auntie Chang said you'd be coming. You can pass. Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll take Isobel. Kowloon Walled City, the most densely populated spot on Earth. Nearly 40,000 people crammed into 7 acres of chaos, poverty, disease, and vice. A self-contained city that collects no taxes and provides no city services. Stagnant water sits in temporary wells. Trash lies piled on roofs for controlled burns. Improvised structures lean dangerously over populated areas. It's the ideal breeding ground for all manner of illicit trade, drugs, gambling, black market trade, metahuman trafficking, and everything in between. The only law is triad law. And now you need to enter this septic system of a city. Find a triad enforcer named Strangler Bao and deliver a message from Kindly Chang. Foul, oily water rains down from above. Mixes with filth and offal and swill of the streets. Turns it into a flowing slurry of unrecognizable sewage. In the distance, the sounds of back alley activity add to the ambience at your arrival. Breaking glass, the crackling hiss of a garbage fire, faint screams of terror punctuated by the occasional gunshot. Sex and business and violence and misery blended into one. Wu winces at the stink, waves a hand in front of his face. Raymond said that prosperity is in the walled city, but I don't see it. Why the hell would he want to set one foot in this place? Who knows? He'd have to be insane to travel to the walled city. As I think we said, it's the worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere, maybe the worst in the world. She does her best to suppress a shudder. Can't keep the dread from creeping into her voice. Can't believe I grew up here. Sorry to have to drag you back. Isobel looks around her, closes her eyes. Could have brought Goblin instead. I would have been cool with that. She peers up at the catwalks and sky bridges that connect the rotting tenement's sagging architecture. Frowning, she points to a spot in the distance. There was a market over there when I was a kid. Might not be a bad place to start. I thought you knew where to find Strangler Bao. I do. We need to get into the Lotus Den. That's what Bao calls the little island of control that he's carved out for himself here. It's a stupid name, but it's stuck. They'll have guards posted at every entrance, but we might be able to find a way around them through the market. That's what Kindly would prefer. They probably aren't expecting anyone to come in force. You can kick in the door, drop the guards, hand over the message, and get the hell out. Kindly doesn't want them dead. She wants them to remember where their loyalties lie. It's tough to remember much of anything when you've got a bullet in your head. I mean, we could kill them if you really wanted to. Technically, Bao is the only one that has to live, but I'd rather keep Auntie Cheng happy than piss her off again. That'll be up to them. They don't try and kill us, they live. Got it. Let's get this done. A young woman lies on the ground. She is a bloody mess. Streaks and spatters of crimson crisscross her blouse and mat her hair. Judging by the quality of her clothing and the bag on her shoulder, you'd make her out as a student. She's as out of place here as a librarian would be in a game of urban brawl. She struggles to move, but she's clearly exhausted. The dark circles under her eyes tell you that she hasn't slept in days. When the woman sees you heading her way, her face hardens. You see her hand slip into her jacket pocket. But as she studies your faces, the fear in her eyes gives way to curiosity. You guys don't look like you're from around here. A hacking cough shakes her, but her eyes remain fixed on you. What happened to you? She looks like she can barely keep her eyes open. Predators. I'm okay, though. The blood's theirs. Thought I'd rest here for a minute before I got back to work. I'm a student at HKU. She glances around watchfully over your shoulder at the buildings looming above her into windows nearby. Doing some research. Gotta finish before I can leave. What kind of research? Field work. I've been taking readings and gathering stories for my master's thesis on Feng Shui in the Sixth World. What's Feng Shui? Although she is exhausted and possibly ill, the student's eyes gleam. Feng Shui is one of the 5 arts of Chinese metaphysics. Before the awakening, it was thought of as a philosophical system for harmonizing people with the surrounding environment. You know, architecture, interior design, stuff like that. Now, in the Sixth World, Feng Shui has become more than that. My thesis is about how it's actually a form of magic. The whole thing revolves around Qi, the invisible life energy that binds every person and thing together. It's very real here in Hong Kong. Nobody knows the reason why. Maybe it's only real because people believe that it is. The important thing is it's a measurable, quantifiable phenomenon. There's an entire industry that's grown up around it. So how's the key in this place? It's wrong, all wrong. The Feng Shui in the walled city is completely screwed. I mean, look at the place. She gestures at the squalor surrounding you. You can feel it, right? I felt that something was wrong the minute I walked in. Bad key, huh? Key needs to flow. Positive Feng Shui allows that to happen. If Key gets pent up and trapped, it goes sour. That's what's happening here. The woman clears her throat, then lets out a hacking cough. The effort requires a moment for her to recover before she speaks again. You know, I hate to admit it, but I could use some help. I started running in, well, I guess you'd call it an experiment of sorts. Nothing conclusive, just a few quick trials to support my hypothesis before I go into a hardcore data gathering mode. There are only a few things left to do. If you could finish them for me, I could get you out of here. She holds out a crumpled piece of paper. Please, follow the notes on this sheet. Duncan takes the paper from her outstretched hand and examines it, frowning. Just say what you need us to do. I need you to make adjustments to the area's Feng Shui. My notes will tell you how. The goal is to remove sources of friction and to record the results. My hypothesis is that even small adjustments can have a measurable impact on key flow. If I'm right, it should improve, and life here should just get a little bit better. I'll see what I can do. So what's this guy? A bedraggled old woman looks up from her sewing at the sound of your approach. Clothing. I have good quality clothing for sale. Ever heard anyone say prosperity is in the walled city? She cocks her head like a dog listening to a noise that it can't understand. Prosperity? She sounds it out to herself. I don't know what that means. What's the news here? Anything interesting? Interesting? Here? No, nothing changes here. Nothing changes. She settles her weight with an audible harumph. Strangler Bao is a big man now. He is very important, very impatient. You know Bao? Yeah, we're real close friends. You tell your friend that he still owes me for that suit. I don't sew for nothing. You can't eat air. We'll get right on that. She nods sagely. So, you see that you do. Now, what else do you want? Later, lady. Got it. This is where I started. This one's mine. Step off. Okay. Isobel, can you fix this? Sure, it's just a basic electrical work. I can patch cables in my deck all the time. A quick patch job with some nearby waste rubber leaves the wire safe once more. Look at these beauties. Very valuable, very pretty. The tree vendor gestures towards a jumbled pile of tarnished chains, costume jewelry, and trinkets on a stained flannel blanket. Show me what you're selling. Oh, he's got shaman stuff. How can you stand this place? He gives you the stink eye. You mean my home? The vendor softens, becoming wistful. In my experience, you can get used to anything regardless of how horrible it is. It just becomes normal after a while. But this place is getting worse, no question about it. Last 20, 30 years, it's been nothing but downhill. Nothing goes right here. Maybe you can change that though, by buying something, eh? Ever heard anyone say prosperity is in the walled city? No, he shakes his head. That's not something that someone would say around here. See you around. This market stall has been picked clean. It's under replaced by a pool of dried blood. A well-muscled and heavily tattooed tribe member looks up from his PDA board alert. Behind him, other Yellow Lotus soldiers take notice and turn to leer at you. You're in the wrong neighborhood, tourist boy. You and all your little tourist friends. I'm a local. I work for Kindly Chang. Show some respect. The trash soldier sneers at her. That's so. Then you already know that you shouldn't be here. The fossil doesn't run things around here no more. His hand strays to his jacket and a conspicuous bulge in the fabric. Could be a gun, a knife, or a blackjack. Best get moving, little girl. Best move before we hurt you all real bad. I'm not gonna tell you twice. Relax, we're just here to check in on the local merchants. The merchants belong to Bao now. He waves you off. Get lost. Wow. Okay, buddy. So, let's see if there's another way in. I don't think there is, though. I think we're gonna have to fight those guys. It's just fine, you know, I could fight them. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get the jump on him. Let's kill this dude. Hey, they didn't wanna let me through. You think he's there with that spirit? I can handle this man right here. One damage. You come upon a heavily muscled tri-soldier screaming at a bearded old man holding a bleeding nose. The punk wags a cheap, disposable crash stick in the old man's face. This, the bright plastic case, would look cheerful if it weren't smeared with blood. This isn't enough. You've got two options, old man. You can find a way to pay me all the money, or you can drag your bony ass deeper into the wall. Find a spot for yourself there with the pimps and the predators. They should find a nice use for you. Your choice. The old man wails. It's not fair. I can't just pack up and leave. Been living here 22 years and is this how it's going to be? He rolls his burly shoulders. Fine by me. He's out cold. These tires have been set aflame and have been burning for some time. The smell is awful. The flames are stifled beneath the dirty sand and soil from the bucket. What do you mean 2 or 3? Where's the third one? Like, man, this is crazy. The old rusted water valve might be able to close off the flow of water that's coming out of the broken pipe. The flow of water ceases. Less clean water will run off into the streets now. So we got 1 karma off of that. That's not bad. So should I go talk to the girl? Yeah, let's go talk to the girl. Is it done? It's done. Thank you. Thank you so much. The young woman sighed with relief. She opens a flap on her satchel, reaches inside, and produces a plastic sheath. I'm not magically active, so I can't see the flow of key in the area. But I've got test strips, little sheets of paper embedded with key-sensitive bacteria. It's a close relative of Fab, but it doesn't see much use outside of Hong Kong. She pulls up a strip out of the sheath and holds it to the air. Within seconds, it turns ink black. She lets out a dejected sigh, her eyes shifting up from the strip to her watch to the strip again. She looks utterly defeated. Damn it. I've been making adjustments for weeks now, trying to get the key to circulate better, and nothing seems to work. If anything, this one went bad even faster than the control strips what I took when I got here. Any idea why? No. It should work. I've followed the text, done everything right. The, the key here is rancid, that's obvious, but I swear it's even worse than it should be. No wonder this place is so disgusting. The student coughs and rests her head in her hands. That's it, I'm getting out of here. In a little while. Gotta tell my advisor about this. Thanks for the help. Hope you don't stay long. I sure as hell won't. The yellow lotus enforcer glares at you. You can see the outline of the old man's crest stick in his vest pocket. He flexes and his muscles bulge. What do you want? Step away, asshole. Right now. I saw what you did to that old man back there. I'm here to get his money back. I've got a better idea. Think I'll take your money instead. He licks his lips. Give me your credit sticks or you'll get what the old guy got. I'm not playing around. Shaking down a Shadowrunner isn't a good idea, sweetheart. Give me the old man's credit stick before I put a hole where your head is. He comes up short, frowning. His eyes shift from you to Duncan to the assault rifle on Duncan's neck. Oh, the hell with it. There's nothing on this old stick anyway. He tosses the cheap stick back to you. The balance on the LED screen is 063. Yeah, you got what you came for. Now get out, yeah? I got a date in an hour and I don't need you messing it up. Hard to mess up a date with a Simpsons chip. He waves you off. Yeah, get out. That old man is not here no more. There was a place we could sneak in, I know that much. Maybe it's this way. Oh, there's more stuff up this way too. Maggots chum within stews of unidentifiable ingredients. It's pretty gross. A tubby man with a twice broken nose glances up at you from a pile of gun parts. He offers you a Gap 2 smile. Nice firearms here. Good for protection. You got a husband or wife? You got kids? Keep them safe. With one of these beauties. Quality is guaranteed. Your satisfaction is everything. You want to buy? Show me what you got. Oh, we got this. I definitely want this gun. Damn, we got the AK too. Ooh, hold up. We gotta sell some shit. We're gonna sell this. And we're gonna sell... So in total, it would cost $900 to get both. Get that. Got balance permission to sell weapons installed. Been selling them, a lot of them, even more than usual. That's good for me. How do you stand it here? Business is good here, man. Real good. Yeah, it's disgusting, but you go where the market is. Ever heard anyone say there's prosperity in the walled city? He snorts his reply. If you're an organ legger or a gun runner or a triad, there sure as shit is. Otherwise, you're looking at a hand-to-mouth, meal-to-meal existence here. To be honest, I'll just probably buy the rifle. Because I have a shotgun, so... Alright, Duncan, I'm going to take this back from you. Alright, and then everyone doesn't have anything that we can sell. Good. Alright, I'm going to sell this. So I need 177. So if I sell this, that is not enough. Well, oh, I can sell this. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't have enough. Because I'm going to buy a new shotgun, so... Yes. That's much better. So now I have a full suite of things. Then I'd sell all my items. The door is secured by a lock with a badly dented keypad. Key metals are deeply scored as though somebody had gone to work on them with a penknife. Ask Isobel to bypass the panel. Nothing to it. She loads up a program on her deck and effortlessly decodes the door lock. The door unlocks. This terminal belongs to Bao's people. I bet that we can get something useful out of it. The terminal is locked with a password prompt, so we're gonna ask Isobel to jack in. I hope I don't get caught here. That's really the main thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, shit. Yeah, this Matrix is a little bit different than the Matrix on Shadowrun Dragonfall. It's a little more interactive here. Oh my god, dude. That room is terrifying. No. No. Okay. Got it. Eight, 1, 7, 2, 8, 1, 7, 2, 3, 2, 9, 1, 3, 2, 9, 1, 8, 86372, 86372, 84537, 84537, 116925, 116925, 87567, 75637, 7374759, 73740, nope, 7673127, 7673127. Got it. Alright, we opened the door. Good. Damn it. We got. Okay, we're still good. I could try to go for the stuff in here, but that is going to be difficult. Ooh, that'd have to be my opportunity right there, I believe. Fuck. Got it. Two 785 2785 7741 7741 42763 42763 38523 38523 54617 46117 423988 423988 1799713 1799713. This one? Gotta be this. Got it. No. You stay away from me, sir. No. Ooh, that was slick. That was slick. We did it. We should now have access to that other door. So let's go and open it. See what's in there. Actually, I think it's the other way, so. know, let's go see if we can find that elderly man. And then that'll give me a chance, 'cause I might order some food right now, too. Alright, I haven't seen any old guy. He was right here, literally, and he just disappeared. Oh well. Like, unless he's down here, like, it's the only thing I can really think of, but I haven't seen anyone down here. There's like nobody down here. Let's just go on the Lotus Den thing. large man in his 50s stands waiting, his heavy tattooed arms held in a fighter's stance. His bone structure is heavy. Hold up real quick. His bone structure is heavy. Corded muscles stand out on his arm and chest. In his youth, he must have been enormous. He doesn't talk so much as emit a low rumble. Okay, killer, you have my attention. Good. I have a message from Kindly Chang. A message from Chang. I can't wait to hear you mangle it. He chuckles to himself. You speak Cantonese so well, but before I hear it, I have a little message for her too. You tell Kylie Che that her operations are done in the walled city. Strangler Bao has given himself a promotion. And tell her that if she sends any more errand boys to visit him with another message, Strangler Bao is going to send them back in a box. Just slot the stick, listen to the message, and I'll be gone, okay? I don't get to hear you butcher the message. I'm sad. He grabs a small plastic stick from your hand, slots it into his trid player. Kindly Chang stands erect, speaks directly to the camera. Mr. Bao, as everyone knows, you are a man of swift action. I respect that, and because of that respect, I will get right to the point. I know where your money is coming from. I know that you have friends working for the Straw Sandals like myself. They have been siphoning funds from their organizations. I know about the noodle shop that you laundered the money through. I have tasted their broth and found it wanting. The old woman becomes flinty hard. You have been stealing from the Yellow Lotus, glorifying yourself with that revenue we have earned, and I have files to prove it. Bao's eyes widen as files begin to flit across the screen. Receipts, bank reports, personal communications between himself and his men. Kylie Chang continues speaking, smooth and casual. Now, in light of our recent conflict, you might be wondering why I'm keeping this information to myself. Why I haven't exposed you so you could be dragged out dragged from your lotus den by the balls and slowly roasted on a rotisserie spit. In truth, I respect your ambition. You have a lot to learn about candor and loyalty, but believe that you still have value. I'm still willing to work with you. However, in order for that to happen, we need to come to an understanding about the nature of our partnership. Kindly Chang steps forward, fills the screen. I own you, Bao. You and all of your men. You are my fucking playthings. Dolls. To twist and pose as I see fit. I am in this position because I am far better at this than you. And it's time that you learned it. Accept what I'm telling you now, and we can get back to business. Prosper together. But if you continue your little rebellion, I will mail tiny pieces of you to your children and take their pictures. They open the package. She produces one of her thin black cigars, lights it, holds the smoke for a long time. You have 24 hours to return to the fold. If you aren't here licking my heels by then, the information will be released and you'll become food for fish. Your choice, Bao. 24 hours. The message winks out. Bao turns away from the screen. Slowly, his skin ashen. Get out. He pauses, casts his eyes up forward. Tell Miss Cheng to expect me at Swift Winds tomorrow. He stands up straight. Tomorrow morning. It was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Bell. Just go. Just go. You know, I wonder if Carl's Jr.'s can't do anything. Wu holds up his hand for everyone to stop, turns to the two of you and looks his thumb in his belt. Well, that was the thing. Never thought I'd be shuttling messages between criminals in a Hong Kong syndicate. I can't imagine what Raymond would have wanted in the walled city. This place just feels wrong. Must have been important. He flew all the way here, hired runners for an escort. But why? This place makes you feel like your life has no value. Like there's just no point to anything. He sighs and looks at your companion. Great life you have here. It's a life, the only one I've got. Best living in this cesspool. Beats living in this cesspool. Now, can we please get out of here? Can't happen fast enough. I've had enough of triads. Let's get out of this pit. Go on, gun show. Lead the way. Gun show? Seriously? Blue's goggles point down the right side. Well, that's not gonna stick, is it? Let's head back to Haley. It's hard to shake off the walled city. Its gravity clings to you as if wretchedness itself has grown tentacles. The sound of suffering subside, but their echoes still thrum your insides. Isobel walks quickly, regularly checking over her shoulder, as if expecting pursuit from buildings themselves. She hugs her cyberdeck to her chest, as if protecting a small child. Wu pauses a moment and breathes a sigh of relief when you finally reach the streets. But returning to Hawi isn't like coming home. Suspicious looks and closed mouths like sent unsmiling faces that billboard or a universal message. You don't belong here. Time to report back to Conley Chang and inform her that the message has been delivered. Get this business over with. Get your sin burned. Get on to the next step, whatever that is. You leave the city of darkness behind. Head to the Mahjong parlor and a date with a crime lord. A large X fashioned from an overlapping strips of peeling duct tape. Interesting. Kylie Cheng watches you closely as you walk across the Mahjong parlor. As you approach, her lieutenant leans in, brings her mouth close to the triad's boss's ear. Cheng smiles and nods, her eyes never leaving you. Her rusty voice rolls from somewhere deep. I've heard from Bao. He got my message very clearly. But he also says there was bloodshed, and I specifically told you to let them live. Her button eyes are like tiny lumps of coal. I'm disappointed. Couldn't be helped. If his man got in our way, we explained it to him. You screwed up, plain and simple. Kindly begin stacking Mahjong tiles. Nonetheless, I expected you to be a bit sloppy. It's partly why I sent you. What? Part of the message was on that stick. She eyes you closely, and part was the messenger. Bao didn't rate sending real Shadowrunners to deal with him. Your sloppy handling job helped to prove my point. Good to be of service. Kindly Chang stares at you a moment, reviewing your tone. My message was delivered in Strangler Bao is back in the fold, earning for me. As far as I'm concerned, our transaction is complete. While you were gone, I set the wheels in motion to wipe your identities. She pulls out her PDA, stabs the button with a lacquered fingernail. The order has been sent. Congratulations, you are now sinless. Shadow people. Well, I guess that's done. Yeah, I guess so, but I'm not. Wu pulls himself up to his full height. Whoever gave the kill order on Carter also forced us to give up our identities and took Raymond. That's all I can think about. Finding who did this. Finding Ray. Connie Chang holds up a hand. While I was working to get your sins burned, also had my network looking at Raymond Black's disappearance. I've been thinking about what you told me earlier and I agree. She eyes the room carefully and leans in. I can't just let this lie. Someone killed my runners. It will be a sign of weakness to the Yellow Lotus and the others if I do nothing. She rests her PDA on the mahjong table facing you. The triad's boss tongue slips from her mouth as she looks over the top, hunting for the right button on its upside down interface. She finds it and looks up at you again. I have news to share with you, my darlings, the kind you won't like. Raymond Black is dead. She taps the button and a recorded newscast appears on the screen. Raymond's photograph appears on the screen behind a reporter standing on the docks in Victoria Harbor. It's a picture you've seen before, a professional portrait taken for a press release about a youth center he was opening in the Redmond Barrens. Under Raymond's photos are the words, Seattle man killed. Another shooting involving the police department. Seattle community organizer and industrial engineer was apparently shot and killed while resisting arrest at Victoria Harbor last night. HKPF police report that the UCAS man, Raymond Black, was behaving erratically and would not respond to police orders to surrender. No additional information regarding Black or why he was traveling to Hong Kong are available. Police have stated that due to his shooting's proximity to last night's shootout with the White Star, the investigation must remain confidential and no other details are being revealed at this time. Conley Chang taps the button again and the video closes. Wu put his hands to his face. This just keeps getting worse. It definitely isn't getting better. Raymond's dead. Wu puts his hand over his mouth trying to process the information. He sways and for a moment it looks as if he's going to pass out. Isabel reaches out to touch Wu, thinks better of it, and pulls back her hand. Sorry for your loss. I never had a father, so I don't know what it's like to lose one, but sorry. Raymond dies the same night we're ambushed? That's no coincidence. No fucking way. Conley taps the video closed. She hunts around the keypad and selects another button. I'm afraid that's not all, my darlings. This is security footage from the Victoria Harbor from last night. You'll find it contains a contradiction. The PDA shows silent, grainy video footage of Raymond sitting in a tea shop flanked by two guards. He's looking down at something in his hand, completely distracted. The footage continues and the camera displays several black-clad figures entering its field of view from different angles, guns ready. A tall, sharply dressed man in a suit walks briskly towards Raymond, flanked by two more. Raymond stands to face him and the camera gets a clear view of the suit's face, white plastic. His guards turn to draw weapons and muzzle flashes erupt from all sides. One of Raymond's guards goes down and his submachine gun fires wildly, hitting the camera. Wu puts his hand on the table and leans in. Those weren't cops, and Raymond wasn't resisting arrest. What's with that guy's face? Gobbet reaches up to stroke the rat perched on her shoulder. Is that a mask? It doesn't look like a mask. It looks like some sort of semi-rigid plastic implant. Real craftsmanship. She pushes out her lower lip in appreciation. Quite the fashion accessory. It's also the kind of fashion accessory that stands out in a crowd. This guy's either a fool or an arrogant son of a bitch. He sets his jaw firm. Either way, I'm gonna find him. Kindly Cheng watches Wu intently. I believe you. Wu stands back and turns to you. What now? We find out who this plastic-faced man is. Then we get some answers. With what resources? Cheng's eyes sparkle. I'm afraid that there are some facts that you are going to have to face. She puts on a grave face. You are alone in this country. No network, no money, no identity. I can protect you from the police, but how would you go about discovering what happened to Raymond without me? How would you survive? This is a topic that requires serious consideration. Kindly wipes her hands across a stack of tiles, spreading the ivory-colored pieces across the table. You've had a very long night, my sweets. Very long. And frankly, you all look like shit. Rest now. I promise you safety in my town for the night. We'll talk about the plastic-faced man tomorrow. Kindly gestures to Gobbet and Isobel. Ladies, go find our new friends a place to bed down in that rat's nest squat boat you call home. We'll all talk after you slept. Figure out our next steps together. Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Thank you for your help, Auntie. Of course, my sweet. Kylie Cheng smiles and her black button eyes flash cold. What are friends for? You two can bunk here for a while. She nods with her nose towards the hatch. You've got ahead to take care of your necessaries. Try to knock before you enter someone else's, okay? Seriously. I know the drill. Wu turns to you. Stinks of fish, just like that place we squatted at on Leary Avenue back when we were kids. The one with that Aslan family and their dog. They were good people. Yeah, until the 162s decided they wanted the place. He wipes his nose with a gloved hand. They were good people. Sorry that had to happen to him. He stretches, his spine pops like a handful of firecrackers. I think I've been up for something like 36 hours straight. He drops his arms, and this has been one shit stain of a day. Time to end it. Lord turns to you, raise an eyebrow. Anything you need before I leave you to it? Is it just you and Isobel living here? Yeah. Gobbet's mouth screws up a bit. Now that Nightjar and Gutshot are gone, it's just us. The squeal of metal grinding on metal rips through the boat. It sounds like it's coming from the level below. And the creepy Russian guy renting the engine room downstairs. Nothing to worry about. He mostly keeps to himself. She checks her PDA. He'll stop soon. He's usually quiet by now. Is there a place for my stuff? Yeah, check the locker over there. You can stash your stuff in it. No one will touch your things in there, and it's a lot bigger than it looks. How'd you get your hands on this place? How do people like us get our hands on anything? We found it. You found it empty? He sweeps his eyes across the cabin. The doubt is playing on his face. Somebody abandoned a prime piece of real estate like this? She shrugs. Close enough. It was full of BTL junkies when we came across it. They were completely wigged out on some multiplayer cyber game. I'm not sure they ever chipped out of it. They were completely emaciated, stewing in piles of their own shit. Their eyes had sunk into their skulls. Pretty gruesome stuff. They racked up a killer score, though. True, they had the moves. Should have hung an IV while they were playing, though. Turns out, nutrition is important. So what happened? Did they die? She shrugs. Nitro ran him out. Not sure what happened to him after that. Anyways, it's ours now. Auntie Cheng says so. All but the engine room, you mean? Right, everything with that. Auntie rented it out from under us. That must have pissed you off. She shrugs. Whatever, we weren't using it. As long as our downstairs neighbor keeps himself, he can have the lower level, especially if he keeps Auntie Cheng happy. I'm gonna grab some sack time too. Good, you look like you could use it. We'll go see Kylie in the morning, figure out our next move. Alright, and with that, I think I'm gonna head the stream off. We did a mission, but it wasn't a big mission, but we'll get on to the bigger missions soon. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream off here, because I do want to order some food. I have 9 karma, maybe I should use that. Definitely could use 9 karma here. Let's go ahead and put into rifle. Dodge. Let's go with biotech. And let's also go with... I'll just save that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. Yeah, I'll hit y'all up in the next one. This is Gamer Zero, and I'm signing out. Peace out, y'all.